So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts about Monte McNair being brought into the front office with the Clippers, formerly Monte McNair with the Sacramento Kings since 2020, but they had a mutual parting of ways just about a few months ago after the season ended for Sacramento unsuccessfully. Now, he did have some success in Sacramento, about as much as anyone has had in the last 20 years with helping build a team that eventually got to the playoffs in 2023. They had the longest drought in sports. It's 16 years, I believe, straight. They had missed the playoffs before that. Before he was with Sacramento, he was under Daryl Morey with the Houston Rockets. Heavy analytics-driven type of mind, basketball mind, but he is going to be an advisor with the Clippers. So my understanding is that would obviously mean Lawrence Frank is still your VP of basketball operations. And then you have your GM and Trent Redden, and then Mark Hughes as your assistant GM, and Monte McNair will be an advisor with the ball club. And I like that. Another voice in the room, somebody else that can offer a different opinion in there, and somebody that, as I mentioned, had some success with the Sacramento Kings. Of course, you guys know my thoughts about the Halliburton trade they made for Sabonis at that time. I was against it, but you saw the logic, and it got them the Beam team going, and they had a little bit of momentum, and they made the playoffs and lost in the first round in 7 to the Golden State Warriors. So he did some good things there. His drafting also overall was very strong, I would say, with drafting Halliburton as he did, with bringing in Davion Mitchell, Keegan Murray, Keon Ellis. He had a nice eye for talent overall. This season didn't go the way they wanted it to. Obviously, the firing of Mike Brown, it felt like they took a few steps backwards. They tried to bring in DeMar DeRozan to help them out. That didn't really work with their offense. And then eventually it was De'Aaron Fox who was moved. So trading both your point guards, first Halliburton to bring in Sabonis, you could say that worked to some degree, but where does that leave them now? Because they had to get rid of De'Aaron Fox. And I didn't obviously love the return on that. But here's the thing. Monte McNair has taken a lot of criticism, and it's hard to know where to point the finger because Vivek Ranadive, he's said to be heavily involved in the basketball side as an owner. While he's a very good guy, while he saved the Kings from leaving Sacramento, while he wants them to be successful, some have said, well, he's too involved on the basketball side. So who knows who was actually pulling the strings with a lot of this stuff. But congratulations to Monte McNair now being with the Los Angeles Clippers. Interested to see what he brings to the organization. Just wanted to give you guys a quick YouTube short here. Maybe we'll do a show on it later this week.